What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Crimo. This is episode number 15, and it is the big one. The final day of the season, we're going to be bringing you 4 league games, as you can see there. Everton, Arsenal, Man City and Southampton, as we see out our first season back in the Premier League. 4 games left with a mid-table finish available. 9 points clear of 18th place Bournemouth with the game in hand, so I feel like we're safe with relegation, but it needs to be mathematically confirmed before I'm comfortable. And there's 1 point separating 17th all the way to the 13th, so that midfield pack is quite tightly congested. Going into this game, we'll be trialling the 4-2-2 formation for the second time in a row. We played against Wolves and drew 3-3, and we'll be using the same 11 as well. Everton are 11th on 41 points. We are 16th with 35 points, so 6 points behind. Still possible to chase the Toffees down. It would be the Toffees who would take a 1-0 lead as well. Onana fed by Dominic Calvert-Lewin to open the scoring, but the lead wouldn't last long, as you would see here. Fantastic example of why a high press can help and work sometimes. Cody is panicked and can't find an option. Taiwo just is patient and picks his moment, intercepts before finding a wide open Brennan Johnson in the box who heads home. And we would turn this game around 5 minutes before half time. We make it 2-1. And I love this goal. You might have seen there. So Lingard runs down the left and he flips in across. But it takes a slight deflection, which in older FIFAs would just then lock onto an automatic response. You know, the ball goes out, the ball goes straight to the keeper. My player can't react. But you'll see Taiwo actually, he alters his run and he gets to the ball just before Begovic to make it 2-1. Absolutely love that goal. And Taiwo 3-2 now for the big striker. Hopefully he is back in form. 10 minutes into the second half, Everton would be level once again. Vinagre sets up Ceballos, the Spaniard who had a loan spell at Arsenal a few seasons back, now at Everton via Real Madrid. Levels of scoring with a neat volley. But, oh God, yes! He's back. He's finding his form as we end the season. Taiwo makes it 3-2. 4 goals in 2 games, 2 braces in a row for the Nigerian. Johnson finds him. He's free as a bird in the box and converts to make it 3-2 back against the on-rushing Begovic. You would have seen as well, we hit a huge switch to Vega on the left-hand side, and the Mexican spots Awoniyi in the middle of the box, who attempts a bicycle kick for the hat-trick, but is comfortably saved. Another chance for Awoniyi to secure the hat-trick and the win, but he drags it wide. Everton obviously bombing on for the equaliser, bring up Begovic for a corner in injury time, which again, I love that they're doing that with FIFA. It gets cleared, Johnson wins the ball, beats a couple of men, and runs into the empty half before converting from about 30 yards out to get his second of the game, our 4th of the game, and seal a very, very good win away at Goodison Park. The victory confirms safety for us, which is brilliant. We kind of knew it was done already, but that confirms it now. Lascelles out for the rest of the season with a hyperextended knee. That happened in the first half. I didn't show it. He soldiered on till half-time, but then we took him off. Loddy and Henderson would come to us and say, look, boss, we've loved our time here. Hopefully we can make these loan moves permanent. And that is absolutely something I want to try and do at the start of next season. Youth Academy player Samuel Schmid will go on loan to Villarreal's B team at the start of next season. Awoniyi, 4 goals in his last 2 games as we head into game 2 of the episode, and it's Arsenal away, Mikel Arteta's men. At the time of recording, they have just completed an incredible turnaround. They beat Bournemouth at home 3-2 after being 2-0 down. Reece Nelson setting up the equaliser and then scoring 97th minute. It's results like that. Just, you know, it's what champions are made of, and Arsenal might be well on course for their first Premier League title in quite some time. But going back into our game with them, we're going with the 4-2-2 for the 3rd time running. 2 changes to the side. Maguire in for the injured Lascelles and takes the captain's armband as well. Notable to remember that. Vega in for Morgan Gibbs-White, who has been a pretty lacklustre so far this season. It showed the league table as well. Liverpool 2 points clear at the top with a game in hand. The bottom 3 of Palace, Southampton and Bournemouth already relegated as well. We beat Arsenal away at the Emirates on the opening day of the season. That feels like a very, very long time ago now. And we would actually start strongly here. Awoniyi thinks he's made it 5-3, but is ruled out for offside. He then turned provider and fires Johnson, but his shot is saved by Aaron Ramsdale. Jesus is denied by Henderson. And then there was about 3 or 4 blocks. It was a bit of a ridiculous procession there. Zambi Lokonga's first time effort from 12 yards out was brilliantly saved by a fully stretched Dean Henderson out to his left. And then he makes a couple more saves, first from Jesus and then Martinelli tipping onto the post. This game was crazy. I really, really enjoyed this game. It was maybe the most momentum swinging games I've ever played on FIFA. We came out of the blocks flying. Arsenal couldn't, get out there in half. Their passes were going straight to us. Their goal kicks were going to us. And then all of a sudden, a switch just flipped, and then they were all over us. I couldn't get out of our final third, and they were pressing the issue. And Dean had to bail us out 3 or 4 times. We hit the woodwork a couple of times in the second half. Johnson having a shot saved by Ramsdale onto the post, and then a one-you hitting the bar. But then this man, oh my god, yes, he's back. Taiwo Awoniyi, 5 goals in 3 games. As the clock turns to 90, it looks like we're going to draw with Arsenal, but he gets his 22nd goal of the season to secure the victory. And yeah, I absolutely love this game. The momentum swing was so evident in this game, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was fun to see it without loads of goals being scored. The keepers were absolutely the heroes of this game. Freuler had a chance to make it 2-0 right at the end, but his shot goes high and wide. You can see why he's only scored 3 goals this season. And we would secure the win. It was Freuler who found Emmanuel Dennis, and the substitute kept his calm to find Awoniyi as he goes on the hunt for the golden boot. And it gives us the win against Arsenal, and that's actually a league double against Arsenal. I absolutely love that. A nice league double against Mikel Arteta's mentor. Take us to within a couple points behind Arsenal, actually, in that midfield pack. And it's a clean sheet as well. Another clean sheet for Dean Henderson. 2 now in the league. Let's go. We're on a roll. It's good to see that we're slowly but surely easing on the goals. Hopefully we can improve that next season. Gooch converts to right back. Romania offer us their managerial job, which we reject. Looking at the golden boot race, Salah is on 26 goals, Awoniyi on 22, Son and Sterling on 21. And in the race for the top assist, is there a name for the top assist? I don't think so, is there? Johnson's on 14, Salah on 12, Awoniyi on 11, as we head into our third game of the episode, our penultimate game of the season, our last away game of the season. Do they get much tougher? The Etihad, Man City away? Probably not. We head to the Etihad. 4-2-2 formation, same 11 again. We're back in this formation. We're trialing it out whilst we know we're safe, but we can't push for any sort of European spots. Why not trial it out? And I'll tell you what, I was expecting an onslaught, but it was the other way around. First 10 or 15 minutes, I'm not joking, we could have been 3 or 4-0 up. Chance after chance, Lingard shoots wide, Awoniyi with a curling effort that goes over, Johnson denied point blank by Ederson, Johnson again denied by Ederson, and yeah, the Brazilian was just on fire. We honestly genuinely could have been about 3 or 4-0 up. Haaland did score with City's first attack of the game, but it was ruled out for offside. But he was just telling us, look, Junior, better take your chances because I'm here. I will score. I'm a potent striker. I will score. I will take my chances if you don't take yours. Well, I heard your message, Erlen, and we would take the lead. I've never known a lead to be more deserved than this one. Jesse Lingard, the former Red Devil, silences the Etihad to score on the volley. And that would be his 9th goal in 13 games. Incredible return from Jesse there. Great work from Nico Williams down the right-hand side. He picks out Johnson, but his shot goes wide. He should do better there. And then, honestly, on the stroke of half-time, we should have made it 2-0. And we're going to get punished. I know it. We're going to absolutely get punished if we don't take these chances. A ball comes in from Vega down the left-hand side, and Awoniyi gets his header, pretty much a free header. It goes just over, and there you've seen it. Haaland would punish us, making it 1-1. When you're playing against a team like City, you're going to get punished if you don't take chances. To be honest, that's just a mantra in football. How many times do you see a team have chance after chance after chance? Don't take their chances. Don't run away with the game, and then the other team come back and score with their first opportunity. Yeah. Foden into Haaland, and it's 1-0. And then straight from kickoff, Lodi gets tackled by Alphonso Davies. The ball goes in behind my defence. Haaland's beaten Niakate for pace, so I take Haaland down. I'm like, do you know what? I'll take a red card here because I know he's going to score. If not, ref only gives me a yellow. Let off the hook there. Jesus Christ. Let off the hook. KDB hits the bar with the resulting free kick and it ends all square. I also showed a clip in there. I should have mentioned it at the time. Wonyi went through. Johnson fed a Wonyi into the box in the second half. His shot got saved, but after he shot, Laporte, who I believe he does the equivalent of pressing B to make a standing tackle, as you would do. He just goes through the back of me and tackles me. And how many times do you see that? A penalty or a foul given the other way, especially in this year's FIFA. I've noticed it loads, and my mind instantly goes to the Wolves game where Niakate just attempted to block a shot. Guedes' shot, his foot that had the shot just brushed Niakate's leg, was never even a foul, hardly any contact, and the ref gave a pen. I saw that when I was editing. I was like, I actually can't believe they haven't given that a foul. That is exactly what happens to me. But regardless, that was on us. We should have taken our chances in that game. We should have been home and dry. We didn't. They punished us. Overall, you take a point at the Etihad, absolutely, but we should have been winning that game. Going into the final game of the episode, Southampton away, and, well, everything's done. You would have seen Liverpool have won the league despite losing at home to Arsenal. City drew, Chelsea lost. So Liverpool have the title. Top 4 is secured. West Ham have 5th. And the bottom 3 are sorted as well. So the only thing to be sorted as Alexis Vega scores our goal of the season, probably. What a worldie from the Mexican, bar down from the edge of the box. The only thing to be sorted now is the golden boot. Awoniyi, who has found incredible form recently, on the chase for Salah. I think he's 4 goals behind, so he needs 4 goals at least in this game to give him a chance to golden boot. Also, Johnson going for the golden assist. I don't know what the term is, but he's going for the most assists. Currently sat on 14, I believe it is, and Salah's right behind him as well. That, by the way, if Salah won golden boot and most assists, has anyone ever done that before? That'd be quite an incredible double. Anyway, Southampton would go 1-0 up through a nice effort from their captain, but we would quickly turn it around. Vega with that goal, as we said, and then 2 minutes later, Johnson with a critical assist, which would give him the lead, well, extend his lead in the assist race. He finds Lingard, who bags another goal, 10 and 14 for the Englishman. Second half, it's Operation Taiwo. He scores twice in the first 5 minutes of the second half to bring his tally to within 2 of Mo Salah. 2 great finishes as well, gives us a 4-1 lead on the day. Triple substitution as well. We bring on Sam Surridge, Steve Cook and Harry Toffolo, 3 players who probably won't be playing again for this club. And I felt, you know what, it's a nice touch. We're not in a relegation scrap, we're safe in the league. This will be their last game for the club. Why not give them an appearance? And I was very happy to do so. But keeping Taiwo on the pitch, because that man's on a mission. He wants that golden boot. He gets the chance. He puts it over. He does actually secure the hat-trick. Lyndon Gooch with 2 assists in this game. Honestly, I've been very impressed with this boy when he's played. Don't be fooled by 68 rating. He's been class. Bombing on with that right-back position, but playing like a right-wing back. He gets 2 assists for Taiwo. Taiwo got the hat-trick. He could have had 4 right at the end. It wasn't to be. And just the match ball for Taiwo. Just the 3 goals in the second half. We would beat Southampton 5-1 on the final day. And that would be it for the season. We finished 13th in our first season back, 45 points. Level on points with Wolves in 11th and Everton in 12th actually, but our awful goal difference means we're 13th. Worst defence in the league by an absolute country mile. 87 goals conceded. That needs to be improved. Joint third highest goal scorers though, so I'll take that. So definitely something to work with. Salah wins the golden boot with 27. He must have scored 1 on the final day. Awoniyi with 25 finishes second off, scoring a hat-trick on the final day. Great return from Awoniyi. 25 goals in 38 league games is an incredible return. Johnson would win top assists with 15. Salah and Awoniyi both finished second with 12. So Awoniyi second in both league tables. Lloris wins the Golden Glove with 13 clean sheets. Henderson only kept 2 in 36 games. Quite poor. Again, something we want to improve next season. We would need to improve if we want to push for European positions. Not many yellow cards for the club. Niakate did get 5 and serve a 1-match ban on the final day of the season. No red cards. Carlos Vinicius received 2 red cards this season. One of those came against us as we beat Fulham at the City ground. Looking at the cup competitions, the FA Cup, we bowed out of the 5th round. Shock home defeat at the hands to Northampton. It would eventually be a Liverpool-Man City final, and it's Pep Guardiola's men who win 2-1 over Jurgen Klopp and the Reds. The League Cup, we went out to Brighton, an absolute hammering down at the Amex, I think back in like November. The Seagulls went 3-0 up. We brought it back 3-0, and then we lost 6-3. You can see why we have the leaguest defence in the league. That League Cup final actually ended up being a North London derby at Wembley. Tottenham overcame Bristol City in the semis, whilst Arsenal beat West Ham, and it would be Tottenham who would end their 15 years without a trophy to win the League Cup. That was the trophy they last won in 2008. The Europa League, Inter Milan overcame Arsenal in a thriller to set up a final against Benfica, who beat Jose Mourinho's Roma, and it was the Portuguese side who were victorious, whilst in the Champions League, the prestigious competition that I hope I can get this Nottingham Forest side in one day. Tottenham and Chelsea both bow out in the quarterfinals, whilst Liverpool move into the semis but lose to AC Milan. Munich defeat fellow Germans Leipzig in the other semi and went on to beat AC Milan in the final. So the Champions League trophy going to the Allianz Arena. And that would be it. First season back in the Premier League, and it is done. As we roll through the squad here, there will be loan players who we hope to see at the City Ground again. Some players returning from loans who probably won't play for the club. Some players who will be departing as well and their contracts running out. We had some stars in the team. Lingard was brilliant the last 3 or 4 months of the season, scoring 10 in his last 14, I think he was. He was fantastic from when Gibbs White got injured until the end of the season. And then the front two, Johnson and Awoniyi. What can we say about these boys, honestly? If we can shore up the defence, these two will lead us to greatness. I'm sure of it. A few players that could have done better. Gibbs White was a bit lackluster for me. I hope he can improve next season. Vega was, didn't have many starts. Brought him in from free agency in January. Hopefully we'll see more of him next season. And obviously the defence needs to improve as well. Maguire, I'm hoping can marshal that back line next season and hopefully shore up the defence a bit. I might even give him the captain's armband. I know we just gave it to Lascelles, but he's been very poor since he came in, and maybe he's not the man to lead the line in the future seasons. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, by the way. Should I make Maguire captain or should I keep it as Lascelles? We obviously want to try and bring in Henderson on a permanent deal. I think we can strike a deal with Erik ten Hag for the England goalkeeper. Renan Lodi, as much as I'd love to bring him to the City Ground again, I think he might be a bit out of our price range, but we will find out in the new season. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode and for the first season of our career mode. I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. I cannot wait for season 2 to get going. I have transfer targets already in my mind, players I want to sell, maybe a change of formation, maybe a change of captaincy as we look to push on now into season 2 with Nottingham Forest. We'll see what the board wants of us as well. You know, if they want to mid-table finish again, if they want us to push for Europe, what they want us to do in the domestic cups. I want a better performance in the domestic cups. Personally, we were poor. I want at least a quarter-final win one of the cups. But that will be it for today's episode. Let me know if you enjoyed it, guys. Drop a like on the video. Let me know who you think I should make captain. Let me know what formation you think I should play. Let me know who you think I should sign as well. I'm hoping there'll be a lot of free transfers available as we enter season 2 of this realistic career mode. Absolutely loving filming this. And the new episodes will be hopefully coming out as quickly as possible as we look at the end of the season there. Premier League 13th, Emirates FA Cup round 5, Carabao Cup round 4. Want to do better in the cups for sure. An overall confidence rating of 89 though, which I'm absolutely thrilled with. The board obviously happy with what I've done. Didn't complete all of their objectives, but I completed the main ones they did. They wanted me to sign 2 players and sell 2 players and not have any budget left. I did have some budget left, so you can't be mad at me for that. And overall, they say we're thrilled with what you've done with Forest in this first season. We hope you can take charge again next season. So we'll see you in episode 16 for season 2. I'll catch you later. Peace.